Hello everyone. May buntag.
Buntag.
Magandang umaga. Good morning sa tanan. Okay, I usually like to present the rationale as an analogy. But medyo I think gas-gas na yung analogy ko on fun run. Although it was really a good rationale in the past, but I think I'm gonna use examples talaga na nangyari in other universities and other organizations. So in the past weeks, or maybe past months, I have been exposed to a lot of QA activities. The first one being, I was a QA Quality Assurance Assessor for a degree program in UP Manila, BS Biology. So I learned a lot there as an assistant assessor. I was exposed to various processes ng isang degree program ng UP Manila. Recently, in the recent past, just last week, I attended a week-long international conference sa ASEAN University Network Quality Assurance, where the panel members or the speakers talked about best practices in using new technologies and AI in furthering their QA activities. So, it really struck me na we are not really far behind, at least UP Mindanao, in terms of the implementation. The thing that really struck me during the entire QA conference, international QA conference, was this question from, I believe it was an Indonesian delegate. I'm not really sure Indonesian, but definitely he is not a Filipino. This is very important kasi yung question niya, very relatable siya sa atin. So the question was, so may panel members, sorry, I'm gonna set the situation. There are panel members on the stage, composed of European speakers and also ASEAN speakers. So sabi ng Indonesian delegate, how do you manage resistance from staff in implementing QA activities? So, nagulat ako, okay. So, hindi lang sa Pilipinas yung resistance on QA activities. It exists even in other universities. Now, may various answers yung different panel members. Of course, I'm expecting that the European delegate, the European panel member would say, I could not really relate because I did not have that problem. So, okay lang yun. Okay, sige. Tanggap ko yun kasi expected natin that they are at least the best in terms of QA activities and implementation. But what struck me the most, ang dami namang na-struck sa akin, what struck me the most is yung isang university na Pilipinas sumagot din ng the same. So sabi ko, okay, so sabi niya, hindi naging problema sa kanilang implementation ng mga QA activities kasi yung mga staff, yung mga top management nila was very supportive of the QA activities. So I said, okay, if it can be done in a Philippine university, it can be done in UP Mindanao. Unfortunately, yung university na hindi yung UP, but it's one of the top universities in UP. So sabi ko, okay, kayang-kaya pala. At saka, naging problema siya in other universities, in other countries' universities. Pero naging okay siya in at least one of the university in the Philippines, then we can do it in UP Mindanao. Okay, so sabi ko, okay, we are on the right track. Yung iba naman, yung sumagot na nakarelate doon sa question, ang sabi naman nila, they conduct several QA activities on a span of a year or two. So sabi ko, oy, ginawa namin yon. So we are on the right track. UP Mindanao is on the right track because we have been doing that for more than a year, I think, I believe. We've been doing that, several QA activities to get to know the standard, ISO, and as well as expose our faculty members, our staff into academic degree program assessment. In fact, meron tayong recent lang na pinadala na 8 yata, and I believe tayo yung pinakamalaking delegates, di ba, sa External Quality Assurance Reviewers Training. Okay, that's reviewer training for degree program assessment. So sabi ko, okay, we are on the right track on this one. Isa pa talagang again, I will have to use the word struck. During the international conference was Another one, no, another professor from UST, may isa siyang phrase na sinulat doon sa presentation niya. Sabi niya, quality is a habit. Sabi ko, oy, akin yan, tagline dapat yan ng UP Mindanao. Kasi di ba, it may sound corny, pero gusto ko talaga maging tagline ng UP Mindanao QA office, yung habit of quality. Which is very, very similar to the phrase that was released by another professor in, yung professor din na yun na nagsabi na it was not a problem in their university. So sabi ko, kung same yung mindset namin that quality really is a habit, maybe we can do that here in UP Mindanao as well. Okay, so yung mga examples ko guys, very, very relatable. Hindi na siya analogy this time, hindi na siya philosophical, it is an actual example. So, may that be a guide sa atin, no, para ma-pursue yung sana all moment. Tapos sana all talaga ako nung sinabi ng university professor na yan na I didn't have that problem. So, hoping that in the future, maybe si Chancellor Morao can also be a panel member in one of the international conference of QA at meron ding someone from the audience makakapagsabi ng sana all ang galing ng UP Mindanao. Okay, so salamat sa inyo mga guys, salamat sa lahat sa mga assistants niyo during the entire year-long, more than year-long of QA activities here in UP Mindanao. And wag na natin pong patagalin ito. Let me call on the lead auditor for stage 2, Mr. Lenmark Tagud, to tell us about the ISO 9001 stage 2 and the audit plan for this week. Sir?